episode number 13 of txtNationTV. That's right, you don't see Alan right next to me, but that's okay. I have my other cohort,
Much
Jessica.
Prettier. Much prettier. I don't know who Alan is, but
that's fine.
Not nearly as good looking.
It's fine. We're sitting down here in Nashville, Tennessee at the Designathon 2011, and this is the second annual, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes.
Second annual. Okay. For my viewers, we have no idea who you are. We've talked about you. We have. We've even promoted you just a little bit, just to get an idea of. So, who is Jessica Murray, and what does Jessica Murray do?
Do I get to talk about myself in third person like that?
You can do whatever you want.
My name is Jessica Murray. I am the community manager of Social Media Club. We are the only and largest nonprofit organization of social media professionals. So we have about 300,000 members across 318 chapters in 49 countries. So I get to manage all of that, a lot of the website content, and I love my job.
That sounds like a lot of fun. That's a lot of people to manage.
Yes, I don't have to manage all of them, fortunately. We have some incredible, dedicated local volunteers that lead the individual chapters, for example, Social Media Club Nashville. So in their respective cities, it's a lot of the local effort. So I don't really have to manage all 300,000.
Well, I'm going to throw this one in here. I didn't have it in the pre-questions, but I know that you were in Chicago earlier this year and back in Nashville now. And I don't think Nashville's your home. I think Chicago's your home.
Yes, I did live in Nashville for a few years. I just moved away about a year ago. And I came back to Nashville because, one, I love it, and we were doing the second annual Designathon, so I knew I needed to be here a few months in advance to prepare.
Right.
And because it's a second full-time job. But I was also house sitting for some friends, so I've been in East Nasty for the last 3 months.
All right, so tell us exactly what Designathon 2011 is, because this is what we're here for. We've got 30 members down here doing their geniusness.
Yes.
You know, what it is that they do. So tell us all about Designathon 2011.
So it started last year. Myself and Ian Rhett, co-coordinator, dreamt up this idea. We found this local nonprofit in Nashville that had existed for more than 24 years, and they just were underserved. They didn't have the financial means or the resources available to them to really create a dynamic website to reach more volunteers, to reach more clients, and also get the financial backing so they can start to expand their efforts. So we decided to gather more than 30 of Nashville's most creative and talented and use their professional skills that they already do Monday through Friday and come together for a 24-hour event that would basically give this local nonprofit kind of their wish list of maybe a new website, maybe it's a new rebranding, new logo, new marketing strategy. So the deliverables have been different each year, but we select a local nonprofit that's existed for a while. That really means a lot to us, and they give back a lot, and so this year we've selected Safe Haven Family Shelter.
Well, that's really good. I see a lot of the Geeks for Good t-shirts going around. So that's the basic idea, is you want to take your skills that you have and can contribute to an overall idea or whatever it may be for this one, the website or whatever it may be. That's amazing. I think it's really great that you guys are doing that, especially here in the Nashville area.
Yes.
So is this something that is going to be nationwide? Is this something going to spread out?
There are similar events. They may not be hosted in 24 hours. They may be hosted over a few months or weeks. Sometimes these are agencies that host similar events, so it might not be open for all different community members to collaborate and do this event. So we're really hoping that we have an amazing case study from our 2010 event that's available at geekforgood.net. And it's an open source collaborative project that we really hope other communities will copy and model in their city to help another local nonprofit and really tap into the talent that exists in their community without any effort. I think if you ask people to help a nonprofit, most oftentimes they'll say yes, especially if you're not really asking them for money, you're just asking them for their expertise. And so we really hope other communities will do this.
Now, when you're getting this Designathon going, you said you've been here for a few months preparing and things like that. You've gotten 30 members that are here from around the Nashville area. I even spoke to one who said he lives right down the street and was able to go down and get his equipment and come right back. So that's really amazing. But how do you get these people in? Obviously you're saying that they're more than happy to bring their expertise in, but how do we go about, to say one of my viewers wants to join in, how do we come about, maybe next year we can join in?
Absolutely. Well, last year we had just over 30 participants, and the first email I sent out was to them to see if they wanted to come participate this year.
Okay.
So I recruited about half of those participants from last year, and then more or less just kind of using Twitter and word of mouth, and the volunteers who attended last year told all of their friends and colleagues. So it gives the volunteers who participate a great opportunity to work with people that they otherwise wouldn't have the opportunity to work with. Right. So if somebody works at a different design agency, or they work in a large marketing organization that they wouldn't have the access or the means to collaborate with that person, it's a great opportunity for them to come together in a collaborative environment, a different work dynamic, and do this awesome giving back.
It's always good. Like I said, I like the shirts. Geek for Good.
Yes.
I remember last year watching all of this with your case study that you had last year, helped out a guy, and there's videos online I'll throw in the show notes here, but last year you helped a gentleman. I don't remember the specifics, but could you give us a highlight as to what you did last year with your Designathon?
Sure. There was an organization known as Reconciliation Ministries. They really, their whole effort was to reach out to the families of those incarcerated. So for example, if a father or a mother goes to prison, oftentimes that's the breadwinner going.
Right.
And so they would provide support, counseling services, after school programs for the children, because there's different percentages, but it's between 50 and 70% of studies say that the child will follow their parent in prison if their parent is incarcerated. And so we wanted, their whole effort, and this local nonprofit, was to end the cycle of generational incarceration.
Okay.
So it was a really compelling story. We did some amazing work. Our video team put together a great, very compelling video. We created a new website, a new brand, essentially, a new logo, all kinds of marketing collateral. So then they were able to really share their story easier, because while our geeks come together, they're using their strengths,
right.
Where this particular nonprofit, that wasn't their strength. So we're able to really create a compelling story for them to go out and share it.
Well, that's a really good idea. So if my viewers wanted, and I asked you this before, but we'll just do this as a final plug so that you can kind of get out your information. If you want to follow Jessica Murray, how would you follow Jessica Murray?
Find me on Twitter. I'm Jessica R. Murray, M-U-R-R-A-Y. Or you can connect with geekforgood.net. That's where we've got the 2010 case study, and all the details of our 2011 case study will be up there in the next few weeks. If you connect with me on Twitter and want to participate next year, I will definitely put your name on the list to reach out to.
So it will be here back again next year?
I think it'll be an annual thing. I know that everyone was really excited for us to do a second annual thing. It means a lot that half of our participants from last year came back to volunteer this year. So
yeah, that's really amazing.
Yeah, I think that it speaks to the opportunity, the collaborative environment, the coming together, giving back,
bringing the community,
yes.
And also networking, because a lot of these people, like I've seen up and down the stairs, some of these people are new, and they're just networking and adding new friends.
Absolutely.
You and I have done that, just back and forth with Twitter, Gmail, whatever.
Yeah.
So if they want, is there a designathon.com website? Is there anything
There's
like
not.
that?
We're using just Geek for Good
as
kind of our open source project, because we hope to maybe do this in other cities, and since I'm up in Chicago now, I hope to host one of these in Chicago next year.
If you want to find out more, you can also follow them on Twitter. I believe they have a hashtag. What's that hashtag?
It's Designathon.
And that's nothing else.
Or Designathon BNA 11. I really wanted the Designathon hashtag.
But if you want to follow them, make sure you hit those up. You can follow Jessica Murray. Always check us out online, txtNationTV. And like I said, you can always follow Jessica Murray at Jessica R. Murray. See what she's going on. She's always in the community doing something amazing. And we'll see you again for episode 14. Thanks again for watching.